Okay, guys, so here's my cylinder. I have measured the squish. I've already bolted it up, right? And I measured the squish twice, and I came up with 33 thousandths without a base gasket, which is right on par with what people kind of say that this thing has. With the base gasket, I think it's 45 thousandths, something like that. Whatever. So what I'm going to do, I want to get this down to a solid 20 thousandths on the squish. Even if it's like 19 or something, that's fine, right? Because the Durco is going to, the red Durco stuff that I'm going to seal it up with, right? That's going to take up a little bit of space. So, but 20 thousandths is my aim. What I've done here, I had this idea and I took this big fat Sharpie and I basically painted the bottom of the cylinder. We got one of those cylinders that doesn't have any kind of skirt that goes into the cases. So it's completely flat. So my thought is, this might be stupid, but whatever. So I'm going to take my orbital sander here, hold it right up against it, bink, and I'm going to sand away until all the black is gone. And then I'm going to measure it and see how much we took off. Now, if it comes off real quick, I think I'll probably do it twice before I even measure, but we'll see. Here we go. Oh yeah, that came right off. That was immediate. Immediate. Let's do that 2 or 3 times before we put it back on to remeasure. This might be stupid as heck, I don't know. I've never tried this before, but I think it'll work. Why wouldn't it? I know one thing, the first time I took a cylinder head in to get it milled down, or milled? No, they just sanded it. They had a huge belt sander. They put that whole thing. It was a Honda CB750. Let's measure it. Let's just see. We about to find out. One thing, I've noticed about this saw, I could be wrong. I don't think that I am, though. Everything that I'm using is all metric, with the exception of the cylinder bolts. Can't figure that one out. These definitely are not metric. The rest of them, I don't know, maybe they're standard and I'm just using the wrong size this whole time, but it sure doesn't seem like it. So, anyways, whatever. Just a little something. I keep noticing all kinds of things with this setup. That surprised me about the Poulon. I know it's pronounced Poland. Bolts aren't the easiest thing to get in there and get started. I've definitely worked on saws that are easier. There we go. There it is. $31 thousandths. So I'm going to have to do that a lot. So let's take it right back off of there. And let's actually hit it, you know. So if I was measuring at 32, 33 thousandths, and that took 31 right there. And that's not nearly enough. We got to go all the way down to 20. So I'm going to hold that thing on there for a little minute. Here we go. Let's do it. That's not good. We don't want that to happen. Let's switch hands here. I'm putting this back together, back and forth with no ring. Before I actually put it together, I'll clean this out properly. But, I mean, there doesn't seem to be any grit in there. Oh, real saw builders all over the world are seeing this video going, "No! Someone stop that idiot!" Maybe. There we go. Probably don't have to do all four, but I started doing all four, and so I want to keep it consistent. Anybody else out there really like channel lock tools? Oh, I do. I feel like they're the best reasonably priced tools really that you can get. All right, I'll do the other side of it here. I'm gonna, let's see. Let's see what that did. Ooh, noticeably different on the feel. I see what happened. Dang it. It went down on the side of the piston. Might have just done it again. I might have to cut it off and start over. sure feels and looks tighter. Yet it is not. Oh man. I think we might be seeing the limitations of my measuring method. It's measuring the same. 32 thousandths on that one. Wow. I'm going to pause it. Okay, I just did it again for the umpteenth time. And what I am getting here is just shy of 20 thousandths. So 19 thousandths. I place it again. We got just a little bit more than 20 thousandths. So I get it that this thing is not the most accurate thing in the world. I got this whenever I was an industrial mechanic and electrician. So with it reading between 19 and 21, I'm going to call that good. That's going to be my 20 thousandths of an inch of squish. Should give me nice compression. Now, as far as the porting and polishing of this saw goes, I'm not going to do it. I am too new to porting and polishing, and this cylinder is too rare. I don't want to screw it up. So hopefully I'll build this saw, and then there'll be somebody out there that's like, I'll port it for you, just to get it on their channel, because I'm hoping this will be a popular saw. It'll be cool looking, right? Anyways, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. It's going to be strong enough runner for me as it is, probably. And but yeah, I definitely want to get it ported and polished. But I'm afraid that if I did it, I'd screw it up. And you can't just go and buy another one of these cylinders. They're hard to come by. So yeah, we'll call it good for this video. The little trick worked. I used what sped it along really nicely. So this is 120 grit, and that's the final grit. I'm going to stick with that. That's fine. That's going to, I think it's going to be really nice. It's going to bond really well with the Durco. But I jumped down to an 80 grit in order to really move some material off. But even still, I was surprised. I was holding it on there 30 seconds at a time. And this isn't the greatest way of doing this, I'm sure, but it seems to have worked, and only running it is going to actually tell how good it is. But that's all for now on the Binford Bad Boy. Yes, I think I've decided to stick with Bad Boy. I know I've decided to stick with Bad Boy. Anyways, all right, tune in. Oh, hey, and subscribe, guys. I'm trying to do this for, get this channel to make a little bit of money like my other channel does. So subscribe. It really helps me out.